There we go. So, second cat question before we move on. How many breeds of cats are there? Tracy, or one of your illustrious brothers can jump in and help you. No Googling.
Darn it.
Oh, my. I have no idea.
Well, I think Stuart's up on cats, so Stuart. How
Tim
many?
Deco?
Too many.
Hey.
Okay, Sarah.
Just guess. Say 84 or something.
I'm going to say 107. No.
107.
Let's
Actually,
make it.
the correct answer is 70.
Oh, shoot. I was going to say 67. Darn it.
Oh, well.
So
So let's get on from there. Okay. In our application process, I just want to remind you the different steps that go into that. First of all, you need to do your pre-application screening. You should have the questions for those, and that also verify that their background check is current, and if it's not, then you need to get that updated. Fill out application. Hooray, it's working! And so make sure that you get that filled out online. Fill out the camp doc. The way we would like to receive the application fees from you is by having you have the teams make the check out to CFO Washington, and then you forward them to us. Okay? And not use the PayPal, because it costs us quite a bit if everybody used that. And then on Fridays, you'll get a communication from Laura about who signed up and who's done what, and who needs what paperwork, and how much people still owe, and all the different things that go into that. That'll start this Friday. And then the acceptance letter will go out after you've been notified and we get your okie dokie on the people. Any questions on that? Hearing none, we'll move on then. Okay, cats are the number 2 favorite pet in the U.S. What pet is number 1?
Dog.
Tracy.
Goldfish.
Okay. How about somebody from the girls team?
We said dogs.
Dogs.
It is. Tracy is correct. It's fish.
I'm just saying, I'm thinking there's some Googling going on the boys' team.
I just think that's what's wrong with America.
amen.
All right. Okay. For staff and supervisors, there are prerequisites for being a supervisor. And so, hold on to your seat. Here they are. To be considered for CYIA supervisor, a person must have successfully completed TCE1 or have a minimum of 3 years teaching experience in Good News Club or 5-day club, and he or she must demonstrate a Bible lesson and show proficiency in the wordless book and counseling tool for the local director. So that one is really stepped it up. And then our third way you can get it is have an exemption from the state director.
Buy Jeff dinner.
At least. But
And Jeff, how often did you say you were going to give those?
very, very sparingly.
Yeah, you need to make that clear.
Thank you for doing so. But yes, I don't want to be ramping up our trainees path without also ramping up for supervisors. Okay? And so this is going to be a little bit more work on the front end, but it'll make it worth it on the camp and beyond. So, questions, comments on that?
I think it's great.
Thank you. Okay, no other comments. We'll go on. What's the average number of hours a cat sleeps per day?
20.
12?
14.
12?
Okay, let's hear one voice from the females and one from the males. So, Linda Davlar, how many hours? Since
12.
you're a cat person. Does the
I had a dog, but 12 hours.
12. Okay. Mr. Tim Deacle.
I would say
Average
36
numbers of
per
hours a
day.
cat sleeps per day.
36. I'm sure that's what ours sleep every day.
Sorry. 18.
Oh, there's Edward.
But we have 2 cats, that's why it's 36.
Okay, we'll count that as one for the guy team then.
What's the score?
What's the score? The guys have 1, the girls have none.
Okay.
What was the correct answer?
18.
That was for the girls.
Oh my gosh.
I'm jumping in here. The girls were closer on that one. 12 and 36.
But they had 2 cats, so if you divide it by 2, it's right. No.
I'm sorry. I'm calling favoritism because you're a dude.
All right. Boy, you guys are feisty this morning. Okay, here we go. There's going to be job descriptions coming your way or already have come your way for all supervisors and staff. And those will be attached along with a flow chart that explains if you have an idea or a thought or a complaint or whatever, who to bring that to. And that will be coming out soon.
Job descriptions just went out.
Okay, Laura says job descriptions just went out, but don't look for yours till we're done with Kitty, okay? Yes.
Oh my
Oh
goodness.
my gosh.
So, how much did the largest cat weigh? Who wants to weigh in on that weighty question? Tracy, I see that hand.
Let's go with 112 pounds.
112 pounds. Okay, females. Let Joyce. Come on, you're a cat lover.
Joyce is not here, so that might be hard.
Oh, okay, Sarah Alexander.
She can't talk. She doesn't
I
have audio.
know, but she can text.
Oh, Oh, that's true.
Sarah, how much did the largest cat weigh? Okay, since Sarah can't answer, Beth.
I'm gonna say 68.
The correct answer was 50 pounds, at least in the one I looked in, and so the girls get a point.
Woohoo!
Way to go, Beth.
Don't get too big ahead here. Okay, the trainees levels program. Level 1 is what we used to call junior CYA. It's for middle school youth ages 12 and 13 or inexperienced 14-year-olds who need to learn the basics. And here's basic training that needs to be completed before CYA. They need to have their study questions done. They need to have their memory verses for the wordless book memorized. They need to attend the wordless book and counseling tool training at pre-training. Any questions on that?
Jeff, this is coming out in the after attachments also, right?
Yes.
Thank you.
And then at CYA, here's what the level 1s will be doing. They have their wordless book practicum. They have their counseling tool practicum. They do their verses and song I pair, and then the missions part will be limited to David Lim's portion. So level 2 students are challenged with materials to study and present, because in the past they didn't have a lot to do sometimes. On your discretion, advanced level 1 youth may participate in the entire missions time assignment. And then you see the assignments down below there.
Jeff, is that for the director's discretion or the supervisor discretion?
It's going to be the director's discretion. So you need to go and find out how your teams are doing. And then if they are doing well and well enough that you think they can handle it, then you as a director could put them out there for the missionary story. Any other questions on that? Okay, we'll go to level 2 then. This level is for high school age trainees and adult trainees who will learn the concepts of level 1 and then the methods of Bible S&P and P. So this is what we formerly called CYIA. And then here's the basic training practicums to be completed before CYA for level 2. The study question, the memory verses, wordless book, and counseling tool. All those things have to be completed before they get to camp. Questions on that? And then at CYA, they do the verse and song I paired. They do the missions time activities, and then also the Bible lesson worksheet will be completed for the assigned lesson or lessons. Any questions or comments on that before we move on? Okay, let's move on. Let's get our question down here. Sarah Beard, a cat's expected lifespan is how many years? Sarah, are you there? Okay, Tracy, by default, you can answer this for the guide team.
Oh, let's go with 9 years.
Think somewhere between 13 and 15.
Oh, 14. Oh, okay.
And this is why Tracy has a fish.
Okay, girls, how many years?
12.
12? The correct answer is 14, so the guys get a point. Come on, guys, let's hear
Woohoo!
it.
Yay.
Okay, then to level 3. Level 3 is for high school age trainees and adult trainees who have mastered CF methods for teaching a 5-day club and are ready for additional challenges while at CYA. They must have chapter leadership recommendation to apply. Any questions or comments on that? Let's move on then. So, basic training and practicums to be completed before CYA. Study questions, memory verse, wordless book counseling tool, and there's Bible lesson worksheets like we use in TCE, but they're not TCE sheets. They're just similar to those, where you mark down the place and the time and the characters present and all that. Right, Miss Joyce?
Joyce is on her way to join.
Okay. Right, Miss Linda?
That's what Joyce tells me.
Okay. And then to complete and demonstrate at CYA the verses in song I pair, missions, and then they have to complete at least 2 Bible lessons at training school and any remaining Bible lessons within 2 weeks after CYA. And then not only do they get to do that, but they also get to do help level 1 staff by listening to the practicums and travel with them to their Sunday morning outing. Joyce, did you have anything you wanted to say about level 3?
No, I think you're covering it pretty good.
Okay. Anybody else have anything they would like to comment on level 3?
Jeff, what is the
encouragement for them to complete those within 2 weeks afterwards. There's no certificate or anything, right?
No, they don't get an advanced certificate, but going in, they will know that that's a requirement for them to do. And the reason we want them to do all of them, first of all, is to help them to grow as teachers, but also these are going to be your go-to kids when they have, like we often have here in Yakima, we have somebody that says, "Oh, I'm sick today," or "I can't come in," or something like that. And then if you have a level 3 person, they're ready to go and teach whatever, whenever. So the incentives for those are also they get to work at a higher level, and that they also get to do some of the work with the level 1 students. Any other questions on that?
Jeff, I think you also mentioned that they wouldn't have to attend all the classes if they weren't even level 1 because they'd be working on their own Bible lesson stuff, right?
Correct.
There's asking if they did all the materials at pre-training.
So basically, they're taking the place of the junior high supervisors.
Correct.
But not all of them.
Not all of them.
Not all of them. That's correct. But
Wait.
they're also going to be writing out all of their worksheets.
And all that stuff. Okay, got it. Nice.
It can also help out with the supervisor with the level 2 students if they need assistance as well.
Right.
How are you?
And they also, if they want the more challenge, which some of them said at reunion that they would like the challenge, they can do more of their Bible lesson. They can, if they're ready, they can do all 5 of them at camp if they want to, and then they don't have to do any after.
Right. Okay.
How are you going to divide? Are you going to try to divide it up to where you have 1, 2, and 3s on each team, kinda?
Yes.
Okay, awesome, cool.
That's the idea.
And you have to make a recommendation for a level 3, right? Oh yeah, that's at the top. Must have chapter leadership recommendation.
Correct. Cat question. Joyce, I know you love cats. Can a cat live drinking seawater? True or false?
False.
True.
I don't love cats. Sorry. I'm a dog person.
Can a cat live drinking seawater? True or false?
I say false.
Okay, Tracy, what do you say?
I say let's try it and see.
I agree.
The answer is true. A cat can drink seawater, so you can't send them off on their own little 3-hour tour. Okay.
Beautiful sea green boat.
Let's go on to the next area here. The staff and training. The rationale behind that is that those who have graduated from high school have been expressing interest in continuing in ministry with CYIA. And this has to have really high prerequisites, so they have to be considered a CYIA staff in training, and a person must have successfully completed level 3 training. Note, for the transition calendar year of 2018, an exemption may be granted by the state director. So we already have these people picked out. There's 3 of them.
Not all graduated yet, are they?
Well, they will be by the time we get to CYA.
I thought that one boy was only 16.
Caden?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That,
and that they'd taken TCE was what I thought it was.
yes. And Caden has taken TCE.
And he's already on staff, actually.
Yes, that's true. Some pre-CYA responsibilities. You'll see those on the job description when you get those. And then during CYA, they do wordless book help. They help with dorms. They help with encouragement and conflict resolution. And those 3 will report to Andy along with Angela Freeman. Any questions on that? I'm really excited to give it a try and see how it works. I think it'll be great, and we can see what God does as far as bringing in new people to our staff. Okay, how many siblings does the average cat have in 1 year? This is not a trick question. This is female cats, not male.
Feral or domestic? I should say feral or fixed.
Siblings are brothers and sisters. Males can have those.
So,
5.
Judy says 8. Kim, what do you say?
I say 12.
What?
Let me go with 36 again. It served me well last time.
It served you well last time. Not this time, though. Sorry.
Somebody keeps yelling 5. Who is that?
Mary.
The correct answer is what, Miss Laura? It's 14, correct?
I said 12.
Oh, no, it is 12, excuse me. So you got
You
it.
win. Yay.
Onward we stumble. Hey. I didn't know they got
Larry wants to know
Tracy.
Larry wants to know if we're on a game show and what do we win?
What do you win? A cat?
A cat? No.
The cat on the screen.
Okay, we are having notebook parties. That's why your friendly disco ball is spinning over there. On April 25th in Yakima, we're going to do the pre-training notebooks. And then May 23rd, we'll do the CYA notebooks. So if you can help out with that, let Laura know so we have enough people to put them together and not too many people to get in each other's way.
Time? Morning? Evening?
It'll be when you can get here. Probably we'll start at 10 and hopefully done by 1:30 or 2.
Okay, well, I can probably do April 25th. I don't know about May 23rd yet.
Okay, send an email to Laura.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. The oldest known cat was named Cream Puff and lived how many years? Tracy.
36.
Okay. Sarah, how many? Sarah Alexander?
I'm going to say 20.
You're going to say 20? The
Yep.
correct answer is 36.
Wow. Should have
That
had,
is one old cat.
Stuart answer that one.
Okay, we'll move on. We're going to have a committee training, which will be May 12th from 10 to 3 at the U.S. Digital Building, which is also known as Clark County Office. And
So Jeff, the U.S. Digital Building is not available, but we'll find a location for you and we'll let everybody know.
Okay. And then the board and committees, just so you know, the home office is starting level program for them too. There's ministry builders and blueprint and connection, then setting the course, and then course 6. And you might be thinking, how in the world will I get my committee members trained? Well, there's going to be this training, and then there's going to be 2 more later this year, one in the north and one on the east side. Just to let you know, and I'll give you dates when I firm those up. Okay. Most popular cat name in the USA is
Fluffy.
Felix.
I think it's Kitty.
The tiger.
No. Tracy or Tim or Stuart, do you want to dive in with the guess?
Is this a meeting or just?
Leo.
Leo?
Mary would
Leo.
probably say Tigger.
You can come up with something better than that.
Garfield?
What do you think, Mr. Tim?
Hot.
No. Really? Seriously?
That's what I'd name all my cats.
Mary, what's your guess?
Tigger.
Tigger.
Or tiger. Tigger, yeah.
Neither you're even anywhere in the same area code. It's
Ash?
It's Bella.
What?
Yes. I looked
That's a vampire.
it up on the internet, and it does not.
That's dumb.
What if it's a boy
That's a
cat?
dog
That's kind of
name.
embarrassing.
It's hard to tell if they're boys and girls when they're kittens, though.
There must be more girl cats.
Anybody got questions on the committee training end of things?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Are the directors or coordinators or ministry, whatever the staff people are they to attend the committee training
Yes.
if possible?
Yes.
Okay, so like if you already have something on those days that you gave, then are you supposed to go to a different area later in the year?
Yes, that would be acceptable. But what I'm hoping to do is get the most possible turnout at each one, so I can avoid just going for 1 or 2 chapters. I can get a whole region instead of a couple chapters at a time.
Okay, so like for example, Sarah has a TCE on May 12th. Should
Right.
she still send her committee members to go to that?
She can send them and then come to one of the preceding ones, or following ones, I mean.
You're gonna do all those levels?
over years, yeah. All we're going to cover at the first one would be ministry builders and blueprint. And then it'll go on from there. Just to remind you of a couple of deadlines. Supervisor application deadline is when?
April 1st.
April 1st. No fooling.
That's Easter.
It says April 2nd.
Well, 2nd works for me, but just make sure.
April 2nd is the Monday, yeah.
Get them into me.
Is that the same?
Because if you don't get them into me soon, then I don't know how many supervisors I have, and if I don't know that, then I don't know how many trainees I have, and if I don't know that, I don't know how many notebooks to put together. So
Would that be the same for staff too?
excuse me?
Would that be the same for staff too? Does Rick need to get his by the 2nd?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
And then the trainee deadline is the 15th of April. So think of tax day, and that will help to remind you of that. And then the final payment of fees must be to me by June 1st. Because that's when we start having to report to the FERS our attendance and so forth, so they can prepare for us. So, any other questions that you have or comments?
Can I go off topic?
You bet.
We just got some exciting news that we're going to have Sam Rotman at our banquet. Y'all might want to come. He's a concert pianist, and he gives his testimony as a Christian Jew.
And when is that, Joyce?
Very cool. That's June 1st,
June,
right?
yeah, June 1st.
June 1st. And time?
6 o'clock.
Okay.
He comes to us from New York.
Whoa. That's impressive.
Yeah, we're pretty excited.
Oh, Beth has a question. How much is the CYIA supervisor fee? This year it's going to be $1,200. So you will get an invoice soon for that amount. Any other questions? Linda, do you want to close our time in prayer?
Dear Heavenly Father, I thank you that you are pulling this all together. I pray, Lord, for the right trainees, the right staff and supervisors for CYIA. I pray that it'll be a great camp. I pray that it'll be a great training school, and it will be a wonderful ministry for 5-day clubs throughout the summer. I also pray for the clubs that need to be arranged for the summer, and be with all of us as we're trying to finish up a lot of things at once and before CYA. In Jesus' name, amen.
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 Sarah, do I have a present for you? As the representative of the girls' team, would you like a cat?
This is pretty safe because she can't speak.
She can text, though.
She hasn't figured that out.
Would Edward eat it?
Is it a 38-pound cat named Bella?
I don't know what its name is. Obviously, it hasn't missed too many meals, huh? Well, we'll let you go, and I'll let you know if Sarah gets a kitty or not. It'll show up in her newsletter, I'm sure.
Bye, Jeff.
Bye.